Welcome back, everybody, to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and we're back with the first case of, Resolve?
Take two.
Yeah, it's called Resolve, which kind of aptly named.
We haven't resolved anything.
Well, it's
We
going to resolve.
resolved whose fist is going in whose face.
Oh, okay, at least go into their face. Anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, we were doing this. That is
Yeah.
correct.
Awesome. Naga.
That's me. Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct.
George is here, so
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Plus, I voiced this character. That is correct. Although she would have remained consciousness for a short while after Susato
Sustaining.
sustained.
sustained the injury. Yeah, you deserve that awful haircut, you mother effer.
No, he grew that hair. It was bald. He grew it. The man literally grew some.
Oh,
Indeed. Giving her the time to take hold of this piece of evidence that clearly indicates her guilt.
The point is, being a medical research assistant, Membani-san was compelled to act when faced with a wounded victim. Incidentally, she pulled the blade out in an attempt to save Miss Brett's life. Uh-oh.
That's the exact opposite of what you want to do to save someone's life in that case.
Well,
Yeah.
would they know that, though? Unless he's going to point it out. It's like, that's the exact opposite thing you should do.
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? It would seem that this is the best way we can expect. This is the best we can expect her. Is this young yokel? Indeed.
You know what? With him saying yokel like that, it sounds a lot like whippersnapper.
Are they secretly related?
Oh no. Oh no. That's her brother.
Oh gosh. I retch in trepidation. Is it just me, or does it suddenly feel colder in here? How could you tell if it's colder? You're not wearing anything.
George.
Your Excellency, if I may.
Speak, stuttering witness.
I would like another opportunity to testify in respect to the self.
That's a weird word, but I think it's slipshod.
Yeah.
Slipshod. Okay. Slipshod. Okay. Slipshod. Assistant.
Assertion.
I would have accepted shitty as well.
What is it?
Uh,
Mark, what is it?
assertion.
Assertion just to put forward by the Yoko's
Yokel.
defense.
Yeah.
Yokel.
Yoko's defense counsel.
Yeah. You're
Console?
close enough. Close enough. Yeah.
Console. I mean.
Slipshod.
I thought you were going to complete the joke by saying actually what you said.
Our young yokel who has a modicum of knowledge when it comes to the law, it seems. But in matters of medicine, he appears to possess not one iota of common sense.
Man, I haven't heard. You remember last year? Everyone just started using iota unironically.
I don't.
I've been using
Me
it for
neither.
years. Ironically, really.
Very well, Inspector. I will permit your request. You will testify again before the court on the subject of the defense counsel's assertion. Oh God, he's gonna keep
I will
talking.
do so flawlessly.
Floris victory.
Oh God, now to keep. Jeez. Putting a blade from a wound without thinking could cause a heavy bleeding. The basic knowledge of any medical research assisted with an
Ounce.
an ounce of any substance ought to know. In other words, there's no good reason why the defendant would have tried to pull the knife from the victim.
I'm still saying by the time that we finish all the Phoenix Wright games, George is gonna know fluent English by the end of it.
With more words than some people in middle school.
Yeah.
Or fine, high school. I don't trust the American education system anymore.
I don't trust the college these days, so I just prefer ignoring them. Let's
Good.
not forget
Yeah,
that
that's true.
the young
Unironically, I agree with you, dude. That's a good choice.
let's not forget that the young student did have to move it
A motive.
Motive.
to killing the victim. The man the victim murdered 9 months ago, Dr. Wilson, was the defendant a highly respected mentor. And yes, I am bleeding. Just ignore it. Out of sickness. Cole, nobody asked.
Is all what you just said true, Inspector? Could pulling a knife from a wound really cause the wound to bleed heavily? Intensely would work too.
Yes. Think of the weapon itself as a stopper. It would in the wound that prevents
Excessive.
excessive blood loss, which is kind of true, to be honest.
Didn't this come up during the omnibus case with the guy getting stabbed in the
Yeah,
the
I
wagon
was thinking
thing?
about that right now. I was like, why is she acting as if she's never heard this before?
She should have
tutorial.
She should have seen it, or she should have heard about it when we were doing the trial back all the way back to France. Until a doctor is ready to provide proper treatment, the stopper shouldn't be removed.
Oh, I see.
Again, she should have known this. You bitch. Not her, I mean him.
This is why the yokels should stay in the farm. Even a quack from some obscure mountain village would have such basic knowledge. Anyone who's ever
that little
given
friend
someone
that's not
a
breaking.
little poke with a knife and pulled out again knows it.
Oh, well, I've never stabbed anyone, you see, or pulled a blade out of a wound, so
Of course you haven't. I didn't bring you.
I'd be more concerned if she said she has.
I didn't bring you up to behave like a bandit.
Father, is it true what they're telling me?
Yes, you idiot. It's basic remedial knowledge for medics. Ray would have been well aware of it.
Again, she should have known about this from the omnibus.
If she were to claim ignorance of such fundamentals, that would prove fatal in many ways.
Or even from the what was it called? That big lady that she got stabbed in the back because the maid thought that her husband was cheating on her. Remember that happened in the...
Yeah, that was a thing that happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the knife that fell into the poor girl's back. Then again, it fell through a thick jacket and it mostly knocked her out more than anything else. She didn't die or was under extreme threat of death.
Yeah, it's stabbed in the back.
Yeah, but nobody actually did pull it out, though. They didn't pull. No one pulled the knife out. It stayed in her.
Yeah.
So there we go. 2 cases. Again, this is supposed to be the tutorial case. We're relearning basics of physics.
I guess
As well as-
story-wise, she's just so scared that she forgot about that.
Oh no.
But then again, actually, no, never mind. Then again, we only did see the photo rather than like the actual victim. Because remember, we have never met the witness who got stabbed in the back. We never actually met that person at all.
We did though. It was the Gear Depths. But anyway, go ahead, Ryotaro.
But then, why would Ray have done it? Could she have pulled out that knife in full knowledge that it would be fatal for Miss Brett?
I don't know.
Ray never once mentioned anything about the knife to me. Seems almost impossible to believe, but could my friend actually have?
Susato,
Yes.
pull yourself together. We mustn't lose sight of why we're here. Counsel, it's time for your cross-examination.
At least we don't have to do that whole jury thing again. Oh, yes, Your Excellency.
However, we are now bringing in a trial of 5 people. I must warn you that if your cross-examination fails to identify any issue with the established facts, I will be moving to my adjudication immediately afterwards. Adjudication, yes, that's what I meant.
It's totally what I said. I understand. Believing in your client and fighting for their cause until the bitter end. I knew it would be hard, but I had no idea it would be this hard.
Girl, you should see how we've been dealing with.
Yeah, that actually has her disguise in that one.
Hold it!
All right.
You say doing it without thinking could be a problem. Does that mean that if you used care and attention, it would be all right?
I wouldn't have thought of this needed spilling out really, but oh, look at the turtle. It's sad. The blade is like a stopper in the wound. Remove it, and a serious
Hemorrhage.
will occur. In other words, a medic would need. Okay, hold on. In other words, a medic would need it to be present before any attempts was made to withdraw the blade. Doing it without thinking, it would be madness. You just can't do it.
Unless she was already prepared to go deal with it. She is a medical student, right?
Look at my stripes of my shirt. It looks nice.
Well, thank you for such a thorough explanation.
You're welcome.
Explodes.
But
You know, the Z Council, when you act without thinking, the result is a bloodbath.
Back to the witness's testimony, please.
yes, sir.
Hold it!
Hold it. In that case, there's an obvious explanation here.
Which is
Clearly, the defendant, Ray Membani-san, does not possess an ounce of sense. I just tried that.
What do you think about it, Professor Miko?
Mikotoba.
Mikitoba.
I'm not sure that you should be labeling your best friend as lacking in common sense.
Well, I thought it would be better than labeling her as a murderer.
You're just saying that
Not
she is a murderer, but a different label.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know, young people today. If that's friendship, I don't understand it.
Careful, Counsel. A lack of common sense can be a very dangerous thing. See this mallet? It's like huge mallet, man. That's way
Yeah,
Big
big.
hands.
Yeah, big old man hands.
And I feel like my host judge will be jealous of that.
Oh dear, that recoiled on me rather badly.
That's life, I'm afraid. A lesson everyone must learn.
hmm Hopefully, you can see now that this is really basic medical knowledge. Being involved in a medical research, Miyamari-san would
It's Mimbami son.
Miyamari-san would certainly have been aware of it.
Hold it!
And my shirt instructor is amazing.
But the defendant had suddenly encountered somebody she knew lying on the ground, bleeding to death. The sight could have shocked her delicate sensibilities, causing her to remove the blade inadvertently.
I really don't think in inadvertent actions can explain this. The woman is a medical researcher assistant. I can't imagine she would behave so arrogantly,
Irrationally.
irrationally.
Oh, but irrational behavior is a woman's prerogative, isn't it?
Wow, talk about throwing your own gender under the bus, huh?
Wow.
Woman,
talk
I am about
masculinity.
to say in a different language, in a different.
I'm gonna tell you an American. We don't do
I was
that
about,
here.
yeah, I realized I was about to say that. I was going to say a different
We're in
language. not
America, son. We're in Japan.
Oh dear, you have a lot to learn about women.
Don't give her ideas. She writes smut.
He doesn't
Only
know.
a small-minded man could have such
Bigoted.
Bigoted.
bigoted views.
So is Hosonaga a feminist?
No,
Yes. Or at the very least, he's not entirely misogynist.
that's not true.
Oh dear.
You just don't have proof.
Oh no, she comes out and says that, oh dear, perhaps I'm letting my male persona take hold a little too much. This is what you think a guy is like?
Well, have I mentioned to
Convey.
Huh?
Convey.
convey the basics now? That should cover the medical side of the argument?
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Hold it!
I'm coughing still, but don't ignore my blood.
Whatever the motive, it just isn't in Mimbani-san's nature to do something so awful.
But she had both motive and opportunity. That's very hard to argue against.
But you don't know the defendant.
Attention!
I am about to say the Spanish word of that language this channel right now. If this man stop acting, she doesn't know what women's means.
You know, counsel, do not appear to have the law. No law.
Yes, evidence is the only way to
Convince.
convince the court of your argument. No feelings, not feelings. Just like Mr. Ouchie's feelings for his wife doesn't exist.
Oh, that's
With
a
this bludgeoning to defend her, could you almost say I pity the accused?
I'll marry an American woman and we'll yell at the young folk together like the boomers we are.
These are pre-boomers, dude. These are like oomers.
More like the doomers, because
What?
they thought the Great War was going to be the end of them. Baby boomers came after the onset of World War One.
Oh yeah. All right, go ahead.
Or actually, no. I think that would have been after World War II, because actually it was the lost generation. World War One, everyone got PTSD, and everyone just wandered around like, oh no, we just went through the war. It's an apocalypse. Nothing matters, bruh. So do I.
Inspector, you will reiterate your point about the defendant's motive, please.
Yes, Miss Brett.
Yep.
Miss Brent. Okay, hold on. I'm actually starting right now. Hold on. Yes, Miss Brent. Miss Brent. Was any way the sworn enemy me Bonnie-san?
Yep, that's close
Good
enough.
enough.
Yeah.
Me Bonnie-san. Okay, I cannot pronounce that.
It's okay. There's too many M's.
Mimbami.
Me Bonnie-san. And now we're back to. I'm copying
Okay,
it.
so they just said themselves as like, don't go off rhetoric and don't go off emotion. Go off of evidence. All right, so we have evidence.
Let's see what we have.
Hold it!
Let me pull the evidence.
Yeah, don't we have evidence or something? Well, yes, that's true. Dr. Wilson recognized Mimbani-san's talent and offered her the position of assistant despite her being a woman. Pardon me. She was
I was gonna say,
extremely grateful to him.
I thought that was
I
part of the
need a
bit.
cough drop.
I thought that was part of the bit that she was upset that it's like despite her being a woman.
Well, a bit of column A, a bit of column B. I tried to work the my issue around it.
Yes, the Englishman appears to have been a very boarded, middle-minded, not
broad.
No.
It's broad-minded.
a very broad-minded
Individual.
individual.
Dr. Wilson had no time for outdated traditions.
Yeah, England was considered progressive at this point.
He met with the opposition, of course, but he believed firmly in Mimbami-san's abilities.
Clearly, the defendant was Okay, hold on. Clearly, the defendant was in the men depth, which only serves to prove my point. I'm tasting my own blood through the ass.
This is hopeless. I can't find a single crack in this testimony anywhere.
Use evidence.
No, use your genjutsu goggles. If Rain knew that was
Use
drunk,
them.
yeah, she already used them. That way, everyone believes that she looks like a man. If Rain knew that withdrawing the knife from the wound would threaten Miss Brett's life further, I just can't think of any ways to explain why she did it.
Susato, it's times like these when it's especially important to remember the fundamentals.
The fundamentals?
Evidence is what counts in the courtroom, isn't it? Yes, the onion speaks the truth this time. He's not being a fool. Evidence.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just.
First of all,
word.
he's a loyal onion. We're canonizing a new word. Loyal like an onion.
Does
But
someone
anyways, of course. But
There for the win.
Does someone
Unlike
does someone
Bob,
need a new man because this man is being illusional already?
it is Peter's doing. It never once was not delusional. So ha!
I think perhaps you're forgetting something, though.
I didn't read that, but okay.
You needn't take the evidence at face value. You can and must examine it in greater detail, too.
Ah!
You can't tell me that whenever Naruhado is looking at the evidence, he never had her looking at it when he's finagling with it.
She must have been busy with way too much with the books. Like, quite literally, keeping all that
During the
books.
court cases, she was just listening to the case and actually just looking at the book.
I realize this is your first time
She's
playing the
in
role
the
of
books.
lawyer.
The
In the
smut
courtroom.
books.
So if you need reminding of the rudiments, you need only ask. I'll do my very best to help.
examine the evidence of the court record. It's an idea, certainly. What should I do?
What should I do?
The obvious! Come to think of it, Kazuma-sama and Naruhodo-san were always turning evidence over and over in their hands.
I was just joking.
Oh,
You know, when they weren't,
I was just
you
joking.
see?
you know, when they weren't farming.
I am this close to say
Yes.
a Spanish language out of this video. I swear. Oh my god.
Does it
Now
begin with
give me my
P?
shotgun.
Well, I mean, that could also begin with a P. A cow.
Anyway.
Yes, I need to examine things in greater detail with A.
Ah, by the look in your eyes, I see it's coming back to you. Go through the court record again and have a thorough look at everything. You may just find a clue.
Yes, I'll do it straight away.
Hold it!
Wrong button. Let me skip through this one. No, so pretty much we're trying to just show that she had some legitimate reason for taking the blade off, if she's the one that did it anyway. Okay, let me see. Okay, time of death, just after 2 p.m. Death is believed to be due to trauma to the victim's lungs from a knife blade. Only a single wound was identified. Okay, female British, time of death, 11th of August, around 2 p.m. Ascertained by examination and witnessed statements. Single deep stab wound from behind, piercing a lung and resulting in a fatal hemorrhage. Death would occurred within minutes. Extreme meiosis, pupil constriction was observed in the victim in both eyes. Okay, that doesn't seem relevant right now. Crime scene photo. Well, if that's the case, where is the knife?
One,
I'm a-
10.
It's that pen. Yeah, but why is she holding it?
The pen, the wine, the goose that looks like she's already dead, probably somehow. Even though there's no, wait, why does the goose look like it's dead? Even though there's no showing of blood, because we literally just saw
That's
saw the
more of a
goose
prop. That's more of a prop than anything.
Yeah.
We're not worried about that. Yeah.
Wine,
Honestly, I probably just died of shock.
shoes, hairbrush. What else?
I'm gonna continue looking at the evidence. Let me take a look at right here. Oh, okay. Can I click on this?
Yeah, that's not good. Look, it's her
Oh, wow.
outfit. It's her actual outfit.
Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. This
This is what everyone else sees through her genjutsu goggles.
Literally, she does remind me of that Pokemon trainers from the Black and White series, from the trainer's trainer.
Yeah, she can pass as somewhat of an androgynous boy, though. I could see that. I could see that.
Also, does anyone
Highly androgynous.
gives you vibes of
Bruce.
JoJo Bizarre Adventures? Anyone gives it?
It's the
vibes
hat.
of it?
It's the
It
hat.
looks like Jotaro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Jotaro.
All right. That it works.
This is the newspaper from Soseki-san. There seems to be an important article on the back page as well. Good thing I can read. Exclusive: deadly poison stolen from Yume Medical Research Laboratory. Poison, eh? From Yume Medical Research. Oh, isn't that your lab?
What the? Let me see that. The poison's been stolen.
Oh.
Poison in the case again. Why am I getting her? I'm getting flashbacks of her. You know the one, George. The one you hate. The one you really hate.
I do remember that. I still do remember that. But
What's her name again? I think it's named after a flower.
Dahlia Hawthorne.
That's the one. That bitch. Man, just peaked. We peaked. It's this morning's paper
yeah.
Sasaki gave us.
what?
Are you saying You didn't know?
As embarrassing as it is for the head of the laboratory, I didn't. I've not heard a single thing. Where on earth could that reporter have gleaned this information?
Come to think of it, there was no article mentioning this story in our paper this morning, was there?
It's highly toxic poison we've been working on in the strictest confidence. I put Ray in charge of that project.
Ray? She was managing it?
If what's written here is true, it means that she's tried to hide the theft from me. And moreover, the details were leaked somehow.
Oh no, not the leaks. I don't believe it.
We need to read this article very carefully. The article about the poison has been entered into the court record. An article about poison that was stolen from a lab at Yume University. Even my father, who was responsible for the lab, knew nothing of the incident.
Okay, this is okay. Hold on. This situation is happening all over again from the ending case that we did the finale before. Now we're doing with her.
By the way, we finally get to move these objects in 3D. They didn't let me do that before.
Yeah, we couldn't do it until we got through to this point, I guess.
Ooh, there's two things to look at. Yeah, let's look at this.
MR.
The RM initials are very clearly engraved here.
And the fact that Miss Brent was clinging to this pen in her dying moments is very clearly a message too.
To identify her killer, you mean?
I don't think there could be any doubt that this is a key piece of evidence in this case.
There's some sort of emblem here. Look. But it isn't a Yuma University one.
It must belong to some other organization, I suppose. A business of some kind. But that would seem to imply that the pen doesn't in fact belong to Ray. The fountain pen that the victim was found grasping in her hand carries the initials RM as well as the emblem of some description.
Okay. Oh, that's also clickable. Wait, is that actually a knife and not an actual pen?
If we
That
take
could
off the
be-
pen's lid,
Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
But it's an
It's a
ink
pen.
pen, so it can be used as a knife.
Yeah.
but underneath it, it is still a pen. Now let's unscrew the barrel, shall
Oh,
we?
my goodness, are we having
No,
is this gonna be a
it's
Russian doll
poison.
thing?
It's the poison. No. Remember the other terms of how she died. The pupils constricted. I thought that was weird because it's like, well, I mean, I guess they would, but why would the vessels?
Oh, Mark!
Points for Mark!
Wait, Mark called it. 1 point to Gimli.
Yes!
The poison can be inside of the ink and no one will notice about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but the thing was, wait a second. No. She was injected with the poison, but then someone put the knife in there so that it would look like she died via hemorrhage to the lung, but she was actually injected with poison.
She was already
but-
dead. She was already dead.
Oh my
Yeah, that thing is empty.
Oh, Shinderu.
This is so okay. What is happening with this?
That's not
This
the first time
happened
we've seen
this
that before when
over
someone
and
covers
over
up
and
a-
over.
No. This has happened many times before when someone covers up a crime by literally desecrating a body that's essentially already dead. Like the sword, that ceremonial sword that killed Mom's mom.
Yeah, they just
At
put
the-
it there,
at the
shanked
temple.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, just shank a dead body. Might as well. What are they gonna do? Complain? Just like all the dead bodies I'm done with. This must be the
My
little
God, this
reservoir
happens
that
three
holds
times
the
now.
ink.
This happens 3 times. 3 times.
Also, poison hidden in something that is small, that's relevant to a case that doesn't have anything to do with a murder, a laboratory. This is like the first Dahlia Hawthorne case when Mia was the prosecutor.
Yes. You fill it in by drawing ink from the bottle up through the nib.
Is something wrong, Father?
Just that there doesn't actually appear to be any ink in there, that's all.
Oh, yes, you're right. It's pretty much empty. Well, it could be on the verge of running out, I suppose.
A fountain pen bearing the initials RM and the emblem of some description. There's a very small amount of liquid still inside the ink reservoir.
Oh, there is still some trace in there. Ooh. Okay, we got quite a bit on this one. Just on this one
But
piece
we
of
do need to
evidence.
show evidence. We do need to show evidence.
Oh, we get to actually read this. Following a lecture at Yume by Susoki Natsume on the 11th August, it comes to light that a very disturbing incident took place. A deadly poison being secretly developed in the university's forensic science laboratory was stolen. Even the smallest amount entering the body, either via the mouth or via a wound from a poison-laced blade, would prove fatal in minutes. Current methods cannot detect the newly developed chemical. The university would have to be consulted. Onset symptoms occurs in minutes, starting with impaired breathing and ending with acute contraction of the pupils prior to death. Such symptoms would be suggested of this toxin. It's apparently an entirely new synthesis of alkaloids and rumored to have been commissioned by the military. Ooh, they were going to use chemical warfare? That's against
Or
Geneva
assassination.
Conventions, right? Isn't that against Geneva Convention stuff?
This is before World War II.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
Geneva Conventions would have been around here because they determined, oh, here's what we don't and don't do in war because, like, mustard gas and shit.
Okay. All right, well, that means either the pen or this poison article has to be something we throw out. So let's see. A basic
Let's
knowledge.
first say,
Oh, yeah, sure.
I mean, if we can get to the fact where they talk about, like, her symptoms and her being dead, it's like, well, hold on. We have to get that article out somehow.
Okay, so let's see what one fits. The
Wait,
base-
maybe the reason why she... Okay, so it wasn't a knife there, so we can say that it might have been a pen. Was she trying to remove the pen then? Or maybe she
well, it doesn't make
injected it?
any
'Cause
sense
after all...
because the pin. Hold on, it doesn't make any sense because the pin doesn't have any blood on it.
I'm still thinking that this might be suicide. Because she was
I mean,
on her way out.
Yeah, she's holding the pen, but the thing is, the knife was trying to be taken out of the blade. Does that mean that she struggled with it and she's like, wait, I know what that is? So she killed herself to ruin Membani's life? I mean, I can understand someone being that level of petty, I guess.
Either that or Mombani actually did try to kill her, but she was already dead, so the shanking was kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. But she was still press charges to attempt murder, even though the person's already dead.
I don't know how they'll handle it, but that's probably, there's kind of a clause that, oh, she was already dead prior to it, so you were not the cause. You just defaced something. Okay, anyway.
Should we show the article first?
Well, we got to see which one would fit it. So the basic knowledge that any medical research assistant with an ounce of sense ought to know. Okay. Pulling a blade from a wound without thinking could cause heavy bleeding. In other words, there is no good reason why the defendant would have tried to pull the knife from the victim.
Unless they were trying to stop the poison.
Let's not forget the young student did have a motive for killing the victim. The man the victim murdered 9 months ago, Dr. Wilson, was the defendant's highly respected mentor.
Highly respected mentor.
That would, but we just got like brand new evidence, really, in the form of the pen and the poison article.
Have we read the cause of? Have we seen the reports about how she died?
Yeah, we did. It's literally just the blood, the stab wound, and then her eyes contracting, which was the poison. Let's not forget the young student did have a motive for killing the victim. Any medical research
Pulling out a blade from what I think.
I'm gonna do a crapshoot. I'm gonna do a crapshoot and see what we saved already.
Objection!
Nope.
Nah, that's not it now. Waiting for that music to stop. That's usually the telltale signs of it, at least early in games.
Can we look at the evidence
Telltale.
again? Because I feel like we might miss some things.
No, I think we have it. We just have to know which one to throw at which moment. There's no good reason I would have tried to pull the knife from the victim, unless we're trying to stop them from being poisoned.
Objection!
Nope. You know, unlike Naruto, she's not slapping the table. At least give her kudos on that. Okay, let's see. Basic knowledge.
Give me kudos for what? Not slapping a piece of wood that isn't sentient?
Well, you know when he was nervous, you just hear like the big old clap instead of a slam.
I've tried to pull the knife out of the knife from the victim. Wait, hold on. Okay, this is okay. I don't know if I remember this correctly. Does the photo show the victim as being stabbed?
Yes, she is stabbed. We have the photo. She is stabbed. But the thing is, if it was a knife, shouldn't she have bled more, perhaps?
Yeah, because the only thing I can see is the wine being spilled so much.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
The knife doesn't even have blood, does it? It's been a week. I don't know if I'm telling the truth. Check the knife again.
What? Let's check the evidence again. I'm pretty sure I feel like we're missing. We're still missing some things.
Because
we don't have the knife.
Yeah, we
Why
don't.
we have the knife?
Okay.
Single stab wound
okay.
piercing the lung. Yeah, they just stabbed. They said it was stabbed without actually having the evidence for the knife.
No, the extreme. No, the extreme. The victim's both eyes. From behind. Wait, a single deep stab would wound from behind, with puncturing in a lung and result a fetal. A death could minutes. What was that? 2 p.m. 11 August.
What was that?
That's what I'm saying. What was that?
You know what? Let me throw it out in here. Let me see. So, poison article. The man the victim murdered 9 months ago, Dr. Wilson, was defendant, highly respected. This is what. Let's see about this one.
Objection!
No?
No. Wait, can we wait? On the crime scene, can we even turn the photo around, or we can't?
No, it's just a picture.
Okay, the basic knowledge of the medical research assisted with one amount of any sense to know. In other words, there's no good reason
Maybe
why
this is the
defendant
one.
would have-
Maybe this is the one for the article, because that's the one with poison.
Objection!
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Point for
Okay.
mark.
Point to Gimli. No, there is one possibility. One very good reason why the defendant might have decided to withdraw the knife from the victim's wound.
I can do some chores, so I can't talk.
What?
If he...
What?
I think Yoko not
Hey,
only has a
Yoko, we
blood
got-
breath for the law, but also is also for leisure. Now listen, what possibility do you think you've identified?
It's here, in this newspaper article. Look at this photograph. An article about a deadly poison having been stolen from a laboratory at the Imperial Humane Unit.
Objection!
The victim perished from a stab wound. Poison has no relevance in this case. Prosecutor Ouchie, you'll let the defense speak.
But a newspaper article. The court cannot rely on that kind of hearsay. Those wretched publications, Carrie.
Counsel for the defense. I am going to need some tangible basis for your claim. You will indicate the court precisely what part of the newspaper article mentioned affirms your assertion.
Your Excellency!
Yes, of course. Thank you. I would never have done something to further endanger Miss Brett's life without just cause. The reason why the defendant pulled the knife from the victim's body is explained in this article where it says...
Deadly and tiny. Why is the poison being developed?
I guess, yeah.
It has to be in the
Deadly in
middle.
tiny quantities? Would that be the case?
I think so.
I mean, she was trying to poison herself to get away.
The article reveals the following property about the poison in question. Also, 1 point to Bilbo. When the toxin enters the body on a knife laced with the poison, it's rapidly absorbed and causes death in minutes.
Are you suggesting?
No, I'm suggestive. I mean, if the knife used to attack Miss Brett was laced with this very poison, it would explain why the defendant, Nabani-san, would have withdrawn the blade as soon as possible. Yes, the truth is... it was an attempt to stop the poison from entering the victim's body.
What?
You go, puppy.
Objection!
This is
Sorry.
complete and utter nonsense.
Not at all. The defendant withdrew the knife blade from the...
Oh, great.
Sorry,
now
my
it's
toxic
exactly what I
masculine
have
feminine
now.
side is causing me to cough.
Ooh.
The defendant withdrew the knife blade from the victim's body to not accelerate the woman's demise. But to save her life, and the prosecution cannot deny the possibility.
Have you not read the post-mortem report? The cause of death was hemorrhage. The word poison appears nowhere in this document.
Well, that's because by acting quickly to remove the blade, the defendant prevented the poison from taking hold.
Objection!
Oh, please. This is clearly desperation. The weasel's last breaking a friend. That's you right there.
The only weasel is the thing growing on top of your head.
Poison has nothing whatsoever to do with the case, as I believe the defense is well aware.
I'm like a hamster at this point.
We have no proof that the information in this wretched newspaper article is at all relatable anyway. Or not relatable.
Reliable.
Reliable.
Yep. It's okay. You got it too.
In that situation, what the defense should have done is wait for the medical assist to arrive. But instead, you claim that she suspected poisoning and took
Potentially.
potentially legal decisions to remove the blade.
Lethal, but sure. It was illegal poison.
She must have a strong reason for suspected then, or the argument makes no sense.
Exactly. Well put, Inspector. On what grounds does she do it, Yoko?
Whippersnapper? Why did Ray suspect that the stolen poison was involved? Because it was stolen and she knew that it could be done in small quantities. And the woman was holding a pen that has no relation to her. Remember, her initials are JB, not RM. If you want grounds, I'll give you grounds. Ground coffee, that is.
What?
You can't possibly.
Oh, shut up. You wanted it, you asked for it.
From
Behold my
your
deep
expression,
pockets of
Counsel,
bullshit.
it would appear those are not empty words.
Unlike my pockets.
What?
But naturally, as you stand in this courtroom as a lawyer, you must be aware that words alone, empty or not, are of no value in our modern justice system. The court demands evidence.
Yes, Your Excellency. I'm well aware of that. I've seen it many times in about 3 court cases from my place at his side in the Old Bailey.
In that case, Counsel, you will present the proof to the court now. What evidence demonstrates a clear link between this case and the poison in the newspaper article?
The report,
pin?
personal report? Well, I mean, because the contraction of the eyes, it's like this shows that. This poison literally gives these symptoms.
link between this case and the.
Yeah,
it has
well,
to be the poison of talking about the
the dilated eyes and all that. Yeah.
yeah. So not the post-mortem report, but the poison report.
Hey, she's using her book. God damn it, she is using her book.
So who gets the point?
How about nobody gets points and we just call it a day?
Yeah. only, not
One point to Francisca.
No, Francisca doesn't even exist yet.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
Ugh. Continue.
As you wish. I would ask the court to refer to the notes section of the postmortem report, which reads, extreme meiosis, pupil constriction was observed in the victim.
Ugh.
Clearly, being a yokel with no knowledge of forensic science, I have no idea, so please do tell me. Some sass. Presumably, the fact that this condition of the victim was noted in the post-mortem report means that it's an unusual symptom of death.
Well,
Under normal circumstances, the pupils
Dilate.
What?
Dilate.
Dilate when someone dies. If there was an extreme contradiction instead that most clearly unusual, yes.
In a way, for scientifically speaking, it makes sense. The reason why there would be a dilation normally is because when you're dying of a stab wound, your body is trying to rush to make sure you still give blood to your brain at important bits, so that means your eyes would probably dilate because there's a lot of blood going towards there. But constricting means it gets smaller, and that only happens under chemical circumstances, especially if you're bleeding out, which means something about the poison causes hemorrhage or just caused all the organs to shut down, in which case the brain was deprived of blood, and therefore the constricted pupils just show, oh, no blood was there, and that's an indication, a visual indication.
what are you doing?
Sorry.
You yokel detective?
In the newspaper article, there's the following information about the stolen poison. Oh yeah. Onset of symptoms occurs in minutes, ending with acute contraction of the pupils prior to death. By onion.
Nothing.
It's a defendant upon seeing the victim stabbed in the back. Happened to notice that the pupils of Miss Brett's eyes had constricted severely.
Yes, as a medical research assistant, she would have suspected poison immediately, without doubt.
Prosecutor Ouchie. I think you'll agree this is very compelling evidence.
You go stupid. I didn't see the rest of that part. My teleprompter didn't get that far for me.
I believe the defense has expertly demonstrated a credible reason for the defendant's actions.
No.
Yes.
Yujin Mikotoba. Yes, Your Excellency. I believe you are best placed here to confirm or deny the veracity of the defense counsel's argument. You will tell the court the truth about the details reported in this newspaper, please. It pains me to have to admit it, but I'm afraid I don't know. You don't know? The toxin was kept under lock and key in my laboratory. Certainly, but I was aware of any theft. Do you mean to tell the
Ben?
court that the reports of this theft are unfounded? No, Your Excellency. Without returning to the laboratory to investigate myself, I couldn't say.
Ah, listen to the bumbling academic. Unaware of the theft of secret state research from his own workplace until he reads it in the newspaper.
I take full responsibility for the incompetence of my supervision.
Oh, Ben? Do we lose Ben?
Ben?
Sorry. Just muted myself and, Father.
Tisk. A bit of a situation for a university professor. You should have more control over your students rather than allowing them off on killing sprees.
Oh, she did it, Mark. He did it.
That's
Hold on.
totally BS.
Oh, it's her.
Like, none of this is the Professor McToba's fault. It's all my fault.
Don't take the fall, woman. Don't be a woman right now. Don't do this.
We're trying to save you. You just
Hey.
Morning, son.
Even though I finally
You
met
stand accused here. Outbursts like this will not be tolerated.
But it was me. I
Woman,
was like
you tried to
the
save your
one who
butt.
noticed that the poison we were developing had been stolen that day.
Nani?
And you didn't think to tell anyone?
You
So
knew-
you
Oh my
knew.
god.
I was placed in charge of overseeing the project. It was like the day that the professor and Susato-san were interviewed together for the newspaper. That's when I noticed that some of the poison was missing. Just a tiny amount it was.
Why didn't you let me know immediately?
I was scared. The whole project was supposed to be confidential, but some of the toxin had somehow been taken. So I decided to try to get it back before anyone else could find out. Because I had a very good idea who the thief was.
The thief? You don't mean...
Yes, of course. It was definitely that dainty English woman.
That bitch.
Miss Giselle Brett?
That's why I decided to join the little group of people going to the seaside. Inside that beach hut, I confronted Miss Brett. But she just sat on the stool at the back of the hut, smiling sweetly at me, as if she knew she was untouchable. I know it was you who stole the poison. Did we ever...
Well, now, whatever you
Wait,
do,
who gave her the
you
voice
leave.
before?
I think it was Explode or Ben.
I wouldn't remembered if it was me. Then again, I do like my female
Hold on,
voices.
I have an idea. I'm going. Actually, no. Actually, yeah. It is. The video is posted. Hold on. I am gonna look. I
Yeah,
am
it
gonna
is
look at
posted.
these.
One moment.
I'll-
We want to make sure we can capture this moment just right.
Okay, all the way back to.
It might
Phoenix
have been
Park.
me, all things considered, but
This
let's
may
have
take a
Jordan
while
confirm.
because I don't know if Mark could have played with Phoenix right.
No, it's in there. It's in there, right?
Okay, hold on. Okay, not that. Jesus Christ. Okay, this channel. Playlist. Right, Phoenix
Let me
Right,
see
Phoenix
myself.
Right. Phoenix Right. Okay, Phoenix Right. Everything's on order, of course. Keep going, keep going, going. Gandalf, not that. Nope, I found out. I found out who it is. I found out who it is. It was Mark.
It was me? Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah,
It's been such a
you
long
voiced
time.
her. You voiced her because the day when I was when my character's trying to translate the language, Mark, you decided to voice her since I don't think Ben.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
think
Oh yeah. I gave. Now it's coming back to me. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
am I?
And guess
What
what?
do you mean?
It was
Yeah.
your short, Mark.
Yeah.
It was a short that you posted, the one that
Ah,
we all
yeah,
started
the
laughing
one
this
with
week.
the actual execution there, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The flying hat.
all that's
Yeah,
just for
flying-
one line of dialogue. That was worth it. She suddenly got to her feet, were falling to her knees in front of me, and then collapsing to the floor. Yeah, she committed suicide. I think she committed suicide. She knew she was going back. She was gonna be tried and probably executed in the most painful way possible. So she had her fun in Japan, and right before she left, she took that poison with her.
I'll say this again.
Hmm.
I'll say this again. I'll say this again and again. This must be like a coordinated assassin because like when we found out about the music box, we found out that it has 4 people's names: Dr. Wilson, our Orifar guy friend, the detective, and another person that we we have not found out about the person. They were all targeted.
I still
And I
think
feel
there's
like
someone
she was
holding into
part
that
of it.
dress.
She was part of it to make sure she gets the target eliminated, and when she gets caught or even be arrested, she would try and set herself free by, killing herself.
Well, that would also
Some
imply that
definitely behind
she's
the
kind
scenes
of like
here.
a spy. That would also imply that it was some kind of spy that was trying to kill these people and was on the mission to
Yeah.
kill Wilson.
'Cause-
Yeah.
Because we also have to recall this. This we're in and all the way past, France and Japan are an alliance, meaning something is trying to break the alliance. If we don't, because our characters are they're involved in this somehow, some way. Oh, and this is really happening right here.
Well, I guess we'll have to
It's
figure out
happening-
once
yeah,
we get
definitely
back. Yeah.
At the moment, we're picking up the pieces of these things as they're happening. But yeah, there's a big undercurrent in all of this, but we can't see the full picture just yet.
Yep. The only way to do is just look what we see and what we have.
That's
We
when
don't have all of it.
That's when I saw the knife in her back. I couldn't understand what had just happened. And then, a moment later, I was seized with fear. The pupils her eyes had, they'd shrunk to tiny pinpoints. I don't believe it.
In other words, you realize that the victim was suffering the effects of the stolen poison.
My mind started racing. I hadn't seen anything past Miss Brett's lips whilst I had been with her, which left only one possible way for the poison to have entered her body.
On the blade of the knife in her back.
And that train of thought was what spurred you to withdraw the blade.
Yes, if the amount that had entered the bloodstream was small enough, she might still have a chance. That's what I hoped. Really, I'm so sorry for staying silent all this time.
Man, this is
Your attempt to hide the truth of what happened is not something that can be overlooked. However, I have duly noted the courage with which you have confessed in the end.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
It's barely perceptible, but I do think the balance has shifted here in this courtroom now.
Objection!
Your Excellency, do
You know,
not
hold
be
on.
deceived.
hold on. I don't know, but I get this feeling this poison that we're mentioning. I feel like this is the same poison that happened to Dr. Wilson.
Did he have dilated eyes? I don't
well,
think he did.
was.
No, remember,
I mean,
Dr.
it seems pretty
Wilson.
straightforward that he was shot, but he was a doctor
Yeah.
working alongside all this. We mentioned it
Yeah,
before,
but here's the thing.
so
here's
he
the
knew
thing.
about this poison.
Hold on. We have to recall
Oh,
back
I see
about
where George is
Wilson.
getting at. I see where George get. Maybe the poison. Remember the thing, the anesthetic for his mouth and all that. Maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't actually anesthetic. Maybe it was actually the poison that she gave him.
The poison
And
that
so the gunshot just
just to like to call that thing.
Just to cover up the actual thing that killed him. Yeah.
Yeah. And for her, it was she knows that the stab wound will make things faster because putting the poison on it would have made things faster. But
I'm willing to give George 100 points if he ends up being right about Wilson's true murder. It was the poison through this, not through the anesthetic.
But I'm also confused about the wine the most. I am mostly confused about that one.
Again, we'll get there when we get there. Right now, we want to just see what we got. We'll probably get a major answer for that once we get the answer here. So there's that.
Gotcha.
The victim just collapsed before your eyes, you say? Well, Mimbani-san, if that is the case, perhaps you could explain how Miss Brent came to be stabbed.
Well,
You have no answer because the simple truth is that you stabbed the victim
Oh,
motivated by
geez.
revenge.
Right for this man. Thank you.
objection. But you have no conclusive evidence to prove that assertion, do you?
Oh,
Do you?
I have evidence, and it's very much conclusive.
Is it a knife? I bet you it's a knife.
What's the prosecution counsel up to?
Well, simple, look, lady. It's all about he wants to win rather than finding the truth.
It was brief, but he hesitated for a moment there. I'm almost sure.
You will produce the aforementioned evidence at once, Professor. Prosecutor Ouchie.
To be fair, I
It's
thought
a
it was
mark
Professor
on me.
too.
Perhaps some praises due, young yokel student.
Nani?
I had imagined there would be no need for me to submit this evidence,
There's more.
Evidence.
but you've brought this on yourself.
okay, we've been through this before. We've been through this before, where it looks like they're stabbing, but they're actually removing.
Oh, we finally get to see her eyes and her hair.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a face. Who knew?
Also, bitch, you dead.
Could a more damning shot exist? The cruelty in the air on that beach is almost palpable.
Who took that picture? That's what I want to know.
Actually,
it's like, prosecutor, where did you get this from?
This evidence.
from the OnlyFans camera.
Kind of weird, kinky stuff, but I ain't here to judge.
They were filming.
I
They
just
were
had
filming
a
that
thought
little pet
while I
there.
was in the shower. If the victim is not the victim,
This evidence, more than any other, reveals the true extent
but
of the
we've never
accused's
seen her face
murderous
up until
nature.
this photo.
Or
Two in one
shows
tent.
the precise moment that Mbami-san plunged her dagger into the victim's back.
Well, then where's the
No,
dagger in question?
That's not true. No.
I don't believe it. Manly fainting noises.
Order! Counsel for the defense. Was it you who was responsible for all that shrill scream that just pierced my courtroom?
I guess it would have been more like,
Yeah, I'd like
Perhaps-
to order a number 9 with spicy chicken and a large basket of fries. Thank you very much, Judge.
Perhaps his voice has yet to break. These yokels are slow of mind and slow to mature.
Aren't you a little slow one, Pin?
I'll show you who's slow to mature. Now, you don't have anything mature about you.
Careful now, Susato. The Susato is starting to show her face here.
Mm-hmm.
It is-
my boobs are bigger than yours.
It is often said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and here we have ample proof. The court will accept this extremely cogent photographic print as evidence. Incriminating
Evidence!
photograph. A photographic print taken at the moment the victim was attacked. My friend Ray can be seen kneeling over Miss Brent.
But that doesn't mean that she stabbed him. She already said that she pulled it out.
Yeah.
Can't believe he's had a photograph like that up his sleeve the entire time. Such a stark image. I'm genuinely lost for words.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. How did you? I mean, who took that photograph? That's what I want to know too.
Objection!
Yeah.
That's of no importance here. Stop trying to divert attention.
Oh, that is very important.
Yep. That is
I mean, someone was
extremely
taking pictures
Oh.
of women in their changing room. I mean, that's indecency.
And
No, Ben's not actually being facetious here. That's actually a pretty bad thing to do, anywhere, even today.
mhm.
That's an absurd thing to say. It's crucially important. I mean, someone's being a pervert. Whoever took this photographic print was a witness to Miss Brett's death. The court must be allowed to hear this person's testimony.
Ah,
It was me!
Yeah, scream like a bitch.
I will uphold the defense's demand. The prosecution will reveal the identity of the person responsible for taking this photograph at once.
well,
me, Barry.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why?
Pardon?
You see, this print arrived at the Imperial Police Bureau headquarters by express post yesterday. But there was nothing to indicate that the sender's name or address. The province of the print is unknown.
Oh, that's some
Wait,
bullcrap.
then why use that evidence then? That is unproven.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, as long as they could use AI, I mean, then that would have been a bit weird. Are we to understand then, counsel, that in full knowledge of the fact that this photograph has the murkiest of origins, you nevertheless believe it fit for submission as evidence in the Supreme Court?
Yeah, I'm glad she's actually saying what I'm thinking. Well,
When you first produced the print before, I noticed that you hesitated for a brief moment. Because you knew that it wasn't completely reliable evidence, didn't you?
Silence! You Yoko student and the blabbering professor!
Oh, no, we're not-
Is the blatant truth that this print so eloquently expresses.
But the defendant has already admitted to pulling the blade from the wound. Clearly this isn't the moment that the knife was plunged into the victim's back, but
The moment it was withdrawn. Don't waste the court's time with your ramblings.
Indeed, without knowledge of who produced this print, we have no means of verifying the claim. And the scene it captures is without a doubt the most compelling evidence presented to the court. If the defense is unable to shed any further light on the matter, I believe the conclusion is clear.
Oh no! Oh, that's some bullcrap. They're allowing this?
Susato, this is the time for you to fight. If what you've established so far is true, then there can be no doubt.
Yes, Papa.
This
Call me daddy.
No.
it's not
I
weird if
just
it's
call you
true.
Papa.
This photograph shows the moment that Ray withdrew the blade from the victim.
Yes, Daddy. I mean, yes, we just need to prove that somehow.
Yes, Papa.
You have plenty of time to rue your defeat on the slow train back to the provinces.
No.
And to rue the
No,
day you
not-
came up against Takatsushi Ouchi in a court of law.
Take such ouchie. If I can't determine who took this photograph, then the trial is going to come to an end. There must be a clue somewhere. There must be some way of working out who took it.
Well, counsel,
Your Excellency. The burning question is who took that photograph? And the truth is...
Well, we don't know.
Could it have been her herself in a way to try to get her to be proven wrong? But again, it's like, how did no one notice a fucking camera there?
I don't think we know. I think there's one of those situations where we just say we don't know because we don't actually have an answer.
Yeah.
Wait, it can't be that guy that's taking pictures to our other guy.
Yeah, for Suzuki, because he was following him. He said he's been following him. There's one other person we haven't actually talked to. It's the photographer. But is he on our roster of people, though?
A former visiting student to British Empire who returned to Japan after a spell of bad luck with law. He is now a successful author and a witness in the current case. Not exactly.
So, yeah. I mean, it could be him. It could potentially be that. Unless we just want to put out Suzuki. No. Unless we want to throw out Suzuki's out, but it's like, oh, it's not actually you, Suzuki. It's not actually you, Suzuki. It's actually the photographer following you like a buzzard.
Well, I guess maybe if the game is not showing that, maybe we just say I don't know for now.
Very true.
Yeah.
We saved, so we should be fine.
No. If I give up now,
Oh, well, okay. I guess that was the wrong one.
I'll never be able to look Ray in the eye again.
Susato, you need to steel yourself and summon your best argument.
I'll do my best. Only I can set my face, because I'm a woman. This isn't about whether I can or can't come up with an answer now. I simply have to.
Okay, well, there goes my idea.
The identity of the person who took this dramatic photograph print is, I assure you, something the defense can and will reveal.
That's not really an answer.
Unless it was Ouchie himself.
But as you so boldly claim that you can, please do enlighten us.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to present a name.
How utterly underwhelming. Did you really what?
However, I'm able to present evidence. The defense is a piece of evidence that reveals important details about the photographer's identity.
Come again?
very well then, counsel. Present your proof to the court. Which piece of evidence do you claim reveals something about the identity of the mystery photographer? I was gonna say the mysterious
Would it be
photograph.
the other photograph?
Wait, hold on. Who?
It would have to be around here. Yeah. There'd have to be something. back in
Under the dress, maybe?
Yes, it's the original woman, the real woman. I'm
Because from
telling
the
you,
angle, yeah, it would have to be in that top right corner, which means
and
it
if
could
it
have been
is
like.
under there, I get all those points I mentioned last week.
Still thinking about that.
It's a trap! It's a camera under the dress! Pervert.
Hmm.
Oh, underneath that? Would that be an opening?
No.
I mean, from the angle of it, it'd have to be literally underneath. I mean,
Mark, the crack.
in the
There's a
curtain.
crack where the chair is. In the middle, on top of the chair is.
The break in the curtain, kind of.
Oh.
Let's look at the incriminating one more time. So from that angle, we'd have to be okay. So we have all those reeds. So
Wait, what's up with this,
yeah.
by the way? What is up with this?
No, wait. Hold on. Go back to the other photograph. That's a crack on the lens. That's a lens crack. That's not
Same
the picture
crack
problem.
as
That's
the
the camera's
photographer.
problem. No lens crack.
No,
Different
but the chair.
camera.
Look at the. Straight
Wait,
up.
no, wait. The
Crack from
newspaper.
the,
The
new-
newspaper was Seki's on.
Yes,
The newspaper
that's what I'm
was
saying.
on.
That's what I'm saying. It's from the photographer that to meeting.
Yeah. So we know it's the photographer, but the Saseki's on newspaper. There was a crack in the picture there too. We noticed that last time.
Exactly. I know. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I was just saying that to all the parties here, so we all had that. Because yeah,
Right.
zoom in right
Yeah.
there, the top right corner.
There.
The same crack. The same crack. Looks like explodes. Crack this code.
Okay, cool. What piece of evidence claim reveals is something about? So it would be the article.
newspaper.
Yeah.
Take that!
What is
How many points are we giving to Aragorn? Or Legolas?
Oh, we're getting points for explode.
10 points for Legolas.
And he gets a what's that word? Hold on.
Bonus points?
No.
Bragging rights?
No, wait, what is it? He gets a kappa multiplier of 2 on top of that.
20 points.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah,
Wait.
What is that? The newspaper again? Russia's England returnees tell all. Returnees tell all.
I don't know why I went return is.
It's not the headline that's relevant here, Your Excellency. It's the photograph. If you look at it closely, you'll notice there are some white lines on the right-hand side.
Ah, yes, indeed. They have already caught my eye as it happens.
Ah, what of it? A shadow of some kind? Presumably from the branches of a tree? Or like...
There's no trees growing inside my lab at the university, I could assure you.
Now, if you look closely at this photograph,
Good gracious!
yes, exactly the same pattern of lines is present on this photograph too.
So we didn't consider that the guy that was paparazziing Natsume over there was probably just taking peep pictures as well, because he had no business being in here.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Suzuki-san was there with them, and the guy has been following him.
Well, that shows nothing. Ah, yes, it's a shadow of some kind. Definitely from the branches of a tree.
Nuh-uh. There wouldn't be any trees growing inside a hut at the beach council.
What's quite remarkable about it is that the two patterns are absolutely identical. How could such an extraordinary similarity have been transpired?
The curious matching pattern that appears on both photographic prints is a result of...
A camera defect. Yeah, that has.
Yep.
Yeah.
Obviously, it must be due to a problem with the camera used to take the photograph.
With the photographic device?
Yes, we can confidently say that the camera's lens must be scratched. And that the scratched lens causes unwanted lines to appear on every print taken with that device.
In short, the two photographs under consideration here were taken with the same camera.
What? There must be hundreds of such camera devices here in the capital. It would be utterly impossible to identify the owner of this particular one.
Objection!
Objection. I think you're forgetting, Prosecutor Ouchie, that one of the photographs featured in a newspaper article.
Yep.
A newspaper? Ah!
That's right. The author of that article is the mystery witness to this crime.
What?
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 Mimo! Huh, okay.
Him?
I see why you were called a Russia's England returnee.
What are you yelling about? You've already testified.
It's Mini Mimo, I tell you! Mini Mimo! Mo! Kamehameha!
That's a wrong. No, forget it.
So Zeki-san, what was that? Did you say Mini Memo? Ever since I returned to Japan. A reporter from the Shoyu News has been hounding me, following me every move. A reporter by the name of Right Hand Mini Memo. Yes, hounding me from the dawn till dusk. Ah, now that he mentions it.
Oh my god, he's been in the.
Could that same reporter be? A camera to the left of him, a notebook to the right. OnlyFans everywhere. And there I am, stuck in the middle with Right Hand Mini Memo.
So you're saying that the picture was taken by...
My Mini Memo! Yes, my lord, your excellency, Esquire.
Officer, find this newspaper reporter at once and bring him to my courtroom. We will adjourn for a short recess in the meantime.
Oh,
Yes, my
we're
lord.
doing recess now in the first case?
Oh,
God damn it!
yes, your
Well,
excellency.
it's supposed to take directly after. You already got the tutorial over.
As you say, Your Excellency.
I can do the
And
voice.
one
now.
more thing.
I thought I was going to do it for a bit because we're going into a new
Oh,
cutscene.
there's the knife!
I want this knife, the murder weapon, examined for traces of poison. You will solicit the assistance of the Imperial University's medical department for the task. Understood?
YMCA.
Meh. Minimum.
I bet you the knife will no longer have the poison.
A Mini Memo.
But yeah, I bet you guys that the knife doesn't no longer have the poison since it's been out for a while.
There had to be some traces of it.
By the way, a question to the crowd here. Do you want to continue and finish this up or move on to a different game?
Let's move on to a different game.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
I'm down with either.
We'll see what happens next time because we'd have a technical break here. So we'll see what happens next week. I mean, hey, all we're doing is just prolonging the end of the series, you know? Because this is
George better his English. It's a wonderful journey.
We'll see you guys next time for more Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Till then, take care and have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.